United, one stop for everything Manchester United. I'm here to talk about all the latest Manchester United transfer news coming out today, as we have some news concerning Casemiro, missing Greenwood, Wan Bissaka, and our potentially new striker, Joshua Zirkzee. Let's get straight into everything, not to waste much of your time. But don't forget, like this video, share, subscribe to the channel, follow the page. Let's go into everything. So starting with Wan Bissaka, breaking news, it says Galatasaray are making good progress in negotiations to sign Wan Bissaka, and the deal is nearing completion. A 4-year contract has been offered to the 26-year-old, and he is keen to head to Istanbul. This is for being Sports Turkey via Sports Witness. This is not a 100% good source. Fabrizio Romano have not said anything. David Ornstein haven't said anything, but according to them, this is what's breaking. We kind of expect Bissaka to leave, so I'm not shocked if a news comes out about Bissaka leaving, because he wants to be a first choice right back, and if he isn't going to be that at United, he might push for a move. He has 1 year plus, he has 3 years left in his contract. I think 1+1. So Bissaka might leave. So let's see what happens with that. But I don't know. No fee was stated here on what's going to be agreed about the transfer fee and blah, 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 blah. I hope we can get something reasonable for Wan Bissaka if he wants to leave. If not, please just keep him. He can be our second choice for now. Maybe the right back isn't really that much of a priority. We have no money to buy a right back now. Keeping Wan Bissaka isn't a bad thing to do, right? You need money. And if you can't get good money for him, but the problem is if he stays, you have 1 year left in his contract. So this might be the right time to sell Wan Bissaka anyway. But let's see what news comes out about how much has been offered for Wan Bissaka. But in terms of money being offered, it says Al Hilal and Al Nassr are interested in Casemiro. Saudi Arabian dealmakers would be looking to pay between 30 to 35 million pounds, 35 million euro plus add-on. Casemiro still needs persuading to go to Saudi Arabia. How come? Really? So Casemiro needs persuading to go to Saudi Arabia. So maybe he's not really keen on going to Saudi Arabia. But if he doesn't go there, where else can he go to? MLS? Can MLS pay 30 million for Casemiro? Definitely not. Can any other top European club pay 30 million for him? I don't think anybody needs to. Maybe Chelsea should come and pay 60 million for him. Maybe we'll be interested in sending him to Chelsea. I don't know. But Al Hilal and Al Nassr are the ones interested in him, and they're willing to pay 30 to 35 million pounds plus adds on. Let's see what happens with that. That would be I don't expect. Some people are saying we can sell Casemiro for 70 million pounds, 60 million pounds. I was just laughing. That's practically impossible. Saudi likes to spend money. They have the money, but they're not going to just spend it anyhow. So 30 to 35, maybe with adds on that goes to 50, maybe 50 million euro. If it's in pounds, even comes lower than maybe for 30 million pounds, right? So that amount for Casemiro at his age is totally reasonable. But I think he still has 3 years left in his contract. But it doesn't matter. He's 32. I don't see any club paying over the odds getting. And even if he wants to go anywhere, it has to be Saudi Pro League or the MLS. But apart from that, I don't see maybe the Bayerns, the Juventus trying to buy him. I don't think so. I don't think that will happen. That's what he said, according to Ben Jacobs, a very good transfer journalist too. And according to Sky Sports News, it says, breaking, United have made initial contact with Lille over the signing of centre-back Leny Yoro. Leny Yoro wants to go to Real Madrid. That's his priority. So I don't think we're going to get him. Except Real Madrid says, Bobo, we're not going to buy you. They're too expensive for us, blah, 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 blah. That's when he doesn't go to Real Madrid. But right here, right now, Leny Yoro's priority is Real Madrid. And once anybody player wants to go to Real Madrid, and once Real Madrid wants any player, it happens. So best for United to stay out of it. But I think we are still making moves in that deal, just for the fact that we're not just going to sit down on our ass and allow Madrid to do everything. We are trying to make our own moves and see if there's a slight chance that anything could happen, right? But right here, Leny Yoro, his priority is Real Madrid, so I think he'll end up going there at the end of the day. And according to Alfredo Pedula, he says Lazio are really pushing to sign Mason Greenwood. That's good news. They should push, negotiate. We need money. We are not going to keep Mason Greenwood no matter what happens. So we want to sell him. So let's act on a reasonable fee for him and let him go and let us move on. That would be very, 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 very good for us. And so, like the main topic of today, from Sky Sports News, it said United are expected to meet the 33.8 million pounds release clause in Joshua Zirkzee's contract. Discussions are ongoing between the two clubs, and it will then be up to the player and his representative to decide if they want to speak to United over a potential move. What exactly are we speaking? This doesn't make sense. What exactly are we speaking um to Bologna for? There's a release clause there. We know what the release clause is. All we have to do is discuss with the player, and that's what we're doing. I don't think we're discussing with any what are we discussing with the club for? There's a release clause. We're willing to pay it. It's simple. Then all you have to do is talk to the player and see if you can agree a fee with the player and agree fees with the player, right? And if you can do that, then you are ready to go. Then you go to Bologna and say, okay, here's how much we have. Here's your release clause. Let us pick this player and let us go. So I don't really think there's anything like we are trying to offer or trying to speak to Bologna before we know blah 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 blah. It's about speaking to the player, knowing his wages and the agent's fees, and knowing if we are willing to pay that. If you can pay that, then we agree on the fee and everything. Then we go to the club, give the club the money, then we go and get the deal done. It's as simple as that. But that's it, Sha. That's all coming out today, this evening. Right, there's no major updates. Of course, I could post this video. Before I post this video, something would come out concerning Gerard Brightweight. But right here, right now, there's nothing coming out concerning Gerard Brightweight. We are still waiting for Everton, and if you don't budge, then we're going to move on to other targets. It's as simple as that. We can't kill ourselves for Brightweight. Even though, for example, our major targets in centre back, we are Brightweight, Yoro, Todibo. But now, those three people, they are gone. Yoro, Madrid, Brightweight, Yoro, Madrid, Todibo can't come because of UEFA. Brightweight still taking too much time to negotiate Everton are not budging. So at the end of the day, someone said something earlier that other clubs pay big fees for other players. The only difference is those players are good players, those players not playing well in the end. So if we bought Harry Maguire for £80 million and he didn't flop, would we be complaining? No. Not flop per se. If we bought Harry Maguire for £80 million and he played more than he has done over the years, nobody will complain, right? If Anthony has been scoring so many goals, will anybody complain about the money we paid, the £100 million, the €100 million we paid for him? Nobody will complain. So at the end of the day, if players we bought for high fees, if they were doing well, the price wouldn't matter. So that comes to something like if Everton wants £70 million for Brightweight, and we are very sure Brightweight will come and do very well, and we buy him, he comes and he does very well, would anyone complain about 70 million we paid for him? No, of course not. Tchouaméni was bought for €100 million. Over the years, has anybody complained about Tchouaméni and the money Madrid paid for him? I haven't seen anybody saying it. But has Tchouaméni done wow? Even Camavinga, Camavinga has done very well, but for Tchouaméni in particular, I don't think Tchouaméni have done but nobody will complain, right? Endrick was bought for €45 million. If he comes and flops, would anybody complain? No. Probably they're still selling for something for a big fee because he's still a young player, right? But at the end of the day, if you buy a world-class player and you pay high fees for them and they come in and they do well, I don't think anybody will complain about the transfer fee you spend on them. The problem is when you end up spending so much money, but the players have been signing have been shit. And that's just it. So let's see what happens with everything coming out today. Remember, this is that United one stop for everything Manchester United. I'll be here to talk about everything as it comes out. Don't forget to like this video, follow the page, like the page, subscribe to the channel, give your thoughts in the comment section, and tell me what you think about everything being discussed this evening. And I will see you all on the next one.